All right, guys, we're back here with athlete Ben. So Ben, it's his birthday today. What a brave man. Here for back day today. But Ben is currently 20 weeks out from the IBB Season B show here in Queensland and Nationals, which will be about 23 weeks here or there. So we're entering prep officially probably about 16, 15 weeks out. Ben maintains a really well-founded physique that stays relatively lean in his off-season, which is how we like to do it. We've got a few areas of development that we want to work on with Ben, so we're optimizing more growth time over more time into the deficit side of things, because we know that Ben can get lean really quickly. So that is something we have a benefit over. So what we're doing is we're going to hit a back session, and our primary focus is targeting upper traps, overall back development of course, but also getting a lot more 3D appearance in the upper back and mid back range. So let's get into it.
I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward.
So when you get this set up, right, I really want your upper back engaged. You're driving a lot with the bottom range of the quads. So when we get in this upper position, because we are targeting that upper back, what I want you to do is actually engage upper back. So pulling your scaps in, locking your elbows into your knees, and then hinging with the hip, yeah? First motion, keeping that back locked in, it doesn't change. Comes back from the hips, down those knees, to original position. Deep breath, and then reset, yeah? And that will help keep your upper back engaged a lot more, rather than rounding. Does that feel alright?
I will not quit till 10,000 people going off when I drop this. I gotta make it now. Swear to God I'm breaking out. Swear to God I'll take a bow. Stand the stage with the crowd, cause I got it figured out. I'm just honest and I'm loud. Staying modest but I'm proud. No, I never had a doubt.
Just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over, and just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I march until it's over.
While Benny's out looking for some plates, we're going to run through exactly why we're doing this deadlift. So you think of physique competitor, why we're doing a deadlift. Benny needed a lot more hip dominant exercise, so this is also for his overall muscle development. But the deadlift has also been incorporated for injury prevention. So prior to Benny coming over to me, he was always having knee issues and complications when he was doing any leg exercises or squat. Even just sitting down, he was constantly having these niggles in his knees. If he kept going the way he was, he would have had a torn ACL or some other sort of knee complication, which I would not have liked to have seen. So by programming the deadlift, we're focusing a lot more on hip dominant exercises to correct the imbalance that were actually causing these issues around his knees. So it is a rehabilitation exercise, but at the same time, we are focused on his posterior development. Now, a lot of physique guys miss out on that overall development. They skip their legs, which actually sets up the foundation for their overall physique and their structure on stage. So we're programming this for the posterior chain. Yes, hamstrings will be incorporated, glutes will be incorporated, but yes, they're not going to be shown on stage. However, it will flow onto his upper stage. It will assist in his erector spinae conditioning, so the lower erectors, and also a great exercise for overall muscle development, especially mid-back as well.
Too great to be landed. We're too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers. Better cook those risks, cold butt on my fists, we fire starters. One out of a million will reach those.
All right, so by doing 2 to 3 reps when this is not his max set, what we're doing, it's actually called neuromuscular innervation. So it's where the central nervous system actually drives and prepares the body for injury or failure. So what we're doing is we're doing a few reps without bringing fatigue marks in or increasing or altering blood pH levels due to fatigue. We're just incorporating that neuromuscular innervation system, get the central nervous system kicked up and firing, and then that way when he hits his PB, it's already up and we're ready to roll.
Rise, part of my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Yeah, eyes, spinning these skies. I was stuck there, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming up motion. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
Rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse and a
Stress comes in many factors, although you might not mentally feel stressed. Stress could be alterations of blood pressure, glucose. It could have been that cheat meal, increase in glucose. Like there's a lot of different external factors that disrupt your normal balance. So you might not necessarily feel stressed. You're not really thinking about stressful things, but your physical or your chemical state is under stress. So that's easily can produce. But yet again though, sodium could also be, dietary sodium could also be a thing as well. Like you had a cheat meal, so there's variables. So if we see that the film layer continues, and there's other factors that can indicate this to be a stress-related issue that we need to get on top of, that's what we'll fix. However, given that we know that we had a cheat meal, okay, we could look at, okay, is it the cheat meal? Is there foods in there that we don't tolerate or are irritable to? Or is it the increase of the sodium from that meal, because where sodium is, water goes. So it's a translated relationship. So, and sodium sits outside the cell, so it's a extracellular positioning. So if water's drawn to sodium, it's going to sit outside the cell. So typically we'll hold it more on the outside. So there's a few factors, but that's where the check-ins and stuff like that, we find it more consistent.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say goodbye.
All right, so back up the weight. So this is top set, but now because of the weight and the fatigue, what's happening is we're getting that round into the spine, which is then defeating the purpose of what we're trying to achieve here. So what we're trying to achieve is the upper and mid back and upper trap targeting. So by altering the spine, I'll give you guys an example, right? A lot of people favor pulling their chest off the pads. What you want to do is actually drive your chest in, because at the end of the day, if our pathway is lining up to the mid back here, you can see where it's pitching, right? If I'm pulling through and I'm taking my chest off that pad, I'm altering the pathway in that line of direction, so the tension changes. So by keeping the chest driven in, one, you have better bracing mechanism, but at the same time, you're purely relying on the retraction of the shoulders. So yes, the first initiation is a lap, but as you follow through, you're working through the rhomboids and upper traps to finish that motion off. So we're focusing not so much on the weight, but more so on the technique execution to improve that density in the mid-back, which is what we need, because width here has, we need more density in that mid-back.
I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along, push myself to be the best, die with no regrets, live with every breath, see my message start to spread, and I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens, life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing, never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it, never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff, everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once, I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back, yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah, rise just like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun, shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it.
So obviously our seated row machine is currently temporarily unavailable, so we're mimicking what we really want to do is we want to focus on a leverage technique that I like to use to really bring out my athletes back and really get the 3D appearance. I used it in one of my preps and it was probably one of the best things I did for my back development. What we're doing is we're targeting an angle that is typically forgotten about, and it works very predominantly in the lower lat region. So what we're doing is we're setting up on a low row positioning, so lower than obviously where we can reach out. All right, what we're doing is we're gonna align our body so that way we can execute the technique to target the lower lat. So obviously we're not on the seated row. So we've got this little block. We've got our feet supported in here by this weight plate so that we've got a bit of force to force against. The aim of the game is you're gonna stick your bum out, all right? And you're gonna lean with your chest forward in line with that cable. So essentially if I'm drawing a direct horizontal line from my lower lats, which is here, or thoracic area of the spine, and I'm driving that straight through to there, that's where I should project to. So keep my chest forward, my bum out, and here is my finish position, yeah? So, I've got a little V position bar here. That way what we're doing is this hand grip allows for a greater activation by enabling us to lock in our elbows and drive it through to the thoracic spine region. So I prefer these over a V bar. So what we're doing is bum out, chest is up. So when I'm grabbing that weight, I'm pulling my chest and my thoracic spine forward towards the cable. I'm knocking my elbows in and I'm keeping my chest neutral to that position, and I'm focused on squeezing as far back as I can. All right, I'm pinching those elbows directly through the thoracic spine, getting that extension through the elbows and the lats, and then going again.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on days.
Alright guys, that concludes Ben's back session for the day. So obviously the exercise you saw, we're very selective for obviously our goal and specific focus coming into his show. So again, we are 20 weeks out. So guys, make sure you tune into our YouTube and on our Instagrams. Follow Ben, follow me, and stay tuned for Ben's results as we get closer to comp, and we'll keep you guys updated with his prep updates as well.
Just don't get it, it's impossible, it's not probable, irresponsible, too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo, you gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove, I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna